Hi everybody, Ray Hayden here, and this video is going to be about the YouTube Partner Program and the Tier 1 and Tier 2 requirements. You may or may not be familiar with them. I was not. I had to make some notes so I can make sure I give you the information properly. But I want to discuss a couple of things up front. There are a couple of sets of things that we have to do. We have to have a certain number of subscribers, and we have to meet some other requirements. And there are things that are an either or kind of thing, depending on what types of videos that you make. Now, I make long form videos. They're 3 to 5 minutes, 8 to 10 minutes, stuff like that. They're longer. They are not shorts. I do have a couple of short videos on my channel, but they're accidental more than an on purpose kind of thing, because they just happen to be really short videos. But and they end up being in the shorts category because of that. But if you're somebody who's like a personality, people that would be like, you have a front-facing presence with the public, right? You either work with the public every day, maybe you're you work for the government, and you talk with a lot of customers during the day, you know, the residents of a community or something like that. Maybe you are somebody that has to do some public speaking here and there. Maybe you're somebody who likes performances. You're a comedian, musician, actor, actress, whatever. And whatever it is that you're doing puts you to where you're very comfortable being in front of people. You might be the kind of person that can make a lot of the shorts videos. And I notice a lot of people on there are either making a real quick point about something, they're telling some humorous story or a joke or something like that. And they kind of rack up a lot of views, which for the shorts program to qualify for the YouTube Partner Program is really an important thing. They also are the type of people that will find themselves with the same videos across a variety of platforms because they work across a variety of platforms. They just work that way. And they link back and forth to each other and all kinds of stuff. They'll put a list of all the places you can find them, and that's great. But I do the long form ones, and I don't like to jump around, and I don't want to have to maintain all these different buckets on all these different kind of platforms. So I pretty much stick with YouTube. So that's the thing I am most familiar with, and that's why I'm sticking with it today. But if you're somebody who does short videos or of the other platforms, and you can make a really short video and you can do a lot of them fast, that might be a ticket for you. You might like that. But let's go through the Tier 1 requirements, and I'm going to just read them off my list so I know what they are. We need to have 500 subscribers. You have to have that. You also need to upload 3 videos in the last 90 days. So this is a requirement that's not required for Tier 2, which is the full monetization, but it gives us an opportunity to get into the program. And actually thinking about it, YouTube's doing us a favor by requiring a certain number of video uploads, because that's what we need to continue to do, pardon me, to stay active in the program, right? 500 subscribers, 3 uploads in the last 90 days, and I'll talk about the days thing later. We also need performance of either 3,000 watch hours in the previous 365 days. Don't panic about that. I'll explain it in a minute. Or 3 million short videos in the last 90 days. That's why I talk about the short thing. If you're a personality kind of a person and you can do public speaking kind of stuff and you can just bang out a whole lot of short videos real quick, yeah, you may be able to nail the 3 million short videos in 90 days. That might happen real fast for you. For me, not so much. So it really depends on where our strengths and weaknesses are. You have to do the evaluation of your own situation and decide which way you want to kind of focus on that. Some people are really great on shorts. Other people like myself, do the long form videos. All right. So, but that's an either or. So either 3,000 watch hours in the last 365 days or 3 million short views in the last 90 days. Let's talk about the 3,000 hour watch hours limit, or mandatory requirement in the last 365 days. When you first start out doing video on YouTube and you start getting a couple of viewers, you're probably not going to have a 3,000 hour watch video. Right? So you're not going to have people watching your video over and over and over and over again to get you that 3,000 hours. It's just not going to happen. More than likely, it's not. It's possible. Maybe you get a viral video and it goes nuts and it's like 15, 20 minutes long and you nail that 3,000 hours real quick. You also have to maintain it. So a video that would probably nail a whole lot of watch hours up front is probably going to diminish over time. All right? So you might want to also mix in some videos that are more evergreen in nature, meaning they have a longer shelf life. They might not get as many videos up front, but they might. But you're going to build hours over time on that one single video, all right? So that video might really pay dividends for you down the road. And if you make a few of them every now and then, they will help you to maintain the 3,000 hours of watch time required in the last 365 days. And I said it that way, last 365 days, because like they say, every day is a new beginning. Every day is a brand new day, and that every day they look back a new 365 days. So that 365th day is going to fall off the next day. And now they look at the 365 days. So as you're building time on your YouTube watch hours, that the higher number of hours is going to be what's included in the 3,000 hours. So it's not looking at a 1 year situation. What you're going to be looking at is the 365 days, and it kind of happens before you know it. All of a sudden, you've hit the 3,000 hours of watch time and you got them. Now you also have to maintain them. You need to maintain the 500 or more, and you want to. 500 subscribers, you are going to want to continue to upload videos, more than 3 in the last 90 days, to continue your growth on the network. Now let's look at full monetization. You need 1,000 subscribers. So you see, you don't want to let the 500 slide because you want to build it up to 1,000 and then more, right? And then you have to have that. And then one of these two, 4,000 hours of watch time in the previous 365 days, or 10 million shorts views in the last 90 days. I have no idea of the shorts, but these 3 million and 90 or 10 million and 90 views of the shorts seems like, wow, that's a lot of views. You know, that's great, you know, but you're going to need a couple of viral videos to nail that, probably to hit and maintain that. Or you're going to have to be a really good personality type of person that can just really just, you know, people are just, you know, waiting for your new video to drop. And if you do them like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or you do 3 a day, you know, you don't want to burn yourself out, and you don't want to be overexposed to everybody to where they're tired of listening to you, but you do want to be able to get videos out so that you can try to meet these requirements. Now, if your videos, the shorts were really short initially, but I believe YouTube had extended the time that a short can be. It might be 3 or 5 minutes. I don't know exactly what it is at this particular point, but if you are somebody who's very, very good at creating shorts videos and you create them more than 2 or 3 minutes, you very well might be able to get a sizable amount of watch hours just from your shorts videos. So if you have them on the longer end, they might just get the job done. I believe that I have seen some things in the shorts that are excessively long, and I don't know how they get there. To me, that's not a short video, but it's interesting anyway, whatever happened and however it happened. But that's what we have to do. So tier 1, 500 subscribers, 3 uploads in the last 90 days. We have to maintain that. And then either or 3,000 watch hours in the previous 365 days, or 3 million shorts views in the last 90 days. And then for full monetization, again, 1,000 subscribers, we have to maintain that, and you do want to increase on that. 4,000 watch hours in the previous 365 days, or 10 million shorts views in the last 90 days. All right. Now, along with trying to get subscribers and talking to people and everything else in your videos, and while you're commenting the comments that people make under your videos, which you want to have happen, the interaction is important. So when you do all that and you start building things up, one of the things that's kind of newer, like in the last year or so, is the hype, HYPE, hype. So you can ask somebody, and they only have so many a week to do. It's a free thing for them. They only get so many, and they can hype your video. So I'm going to ask you now, if you like the video, hype the video, help other people. Creators helping creators, trying to become successful on YouTube and successful in the YouTube partner program, and be able to maintain and increase and improve upon their position within the program, right? So that's what this video is all about. And if you appreciate that and agree with it, by all means, please, consider using one of your hypes to hype this video. I greatly appreciate it. It adds to the growth on the network. Now, the other thing I always ask for, and I always ask for this because it doesn't cost anything and it's unlimited, is like, comment, and subscribe. Like my video. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up, like the video. If you haven't, and also make a comment below. Let me know you came by to say hi. If you have any questions, ask me the questions in the comments below. Check the comments below to see if anybody else asked a question that I've answered, and then that would help you out. Then if you have another question, by all means, ask me. If I haven't replied to your answer in a week or two, by all means, make another comment. Say, hey, everything okay? What's up? Can you answer this question for me? And I will try to get to it. I'll try to answer every question that people ask me. General comments, hey, how you doing? And everything else might get a thumbs up and a little heart thing saying, yeah, I've seen your video, I've seen your comment, and I greatly appreciate it. And that helps you, right? So that's interaction with you, even if I'm not answering a question. So that's why if you make a comment below, even if it's anything, hey, how you doing? What's going on? And that's not just me, it's everybody. So any video you ever watch, if you liked something, some particular aspect of the video, if there's some kind of thing that you appreciated about their video, or even if you just say, hey, just stopping by to say hi, make that comment, do that, because the interactions help, and people, the logarithm and everything will know that you're interacting with the other videos, and it knows that they're interacting with you when they drop you a little thumbs up back, like thanks for stopping by, and they give you that little heart thing too. They appreciate it. It also, I use it as an indication saying I recognize that person and I've either answered their question or appreciated them, or better yet, I might go to your channel and see if there's a video on your channel that I like. And if I see a video on your channel I like and we're not already subscribed to each other or anything like that, I might, that's usually where I find people that I want to subscribe to. And by the way, there is a certain limit to how many people we can subscribe to. It's kind of a hidden thing. I don't really see it mentioned anywhere, but there is a limit to how many people we can personally subscribe to. But the more subscribers we get, the more people we can subscribe to. So there's another reason for wanting to get more and more subscribers to your channel, because that adds benefits to us by being able to share the love, shall we say, and creators helping creators and all that, subscribing to other people's channels. We have more option and opportunity to do that. One more thing I want to mention about that is well, I did mention the hype thing. I would ask people respectfully, if you like my video and you appreciate it, consider giving me a hype. And if you really like the channel and what I got to say and everything else, consider subscribing to the channel. I don't really ask people to actually, hey, go ahead and subscribe to my channel, but I do say like, comment, and if you would, consider subscribing to my channel. I greatly appreciate the growth on the network. And that's the way I sign off with all my videos. As a matter of fact, let's give that a shot right now. Ask questions below, by the way. This is one last time. Ask me questions below. If I talked about anything or I didn't cover something you want to know, I might cover it in another video coming up, or I may have already covered it in a video way back when in the Creators Helping Creators playlist on my channel. So by all means, check that out. Creators Helping Creators. It's a whole playlist of when we were all trying to get up to speed on the YouTube Partner Program, right? So, but I also added at the bottom of my screens too. You'll see it here in a couple of seconds. So if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, like the video, drop a comment below, let me know you came by to say hi. And if you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing to the channel. I greatly appreciate the growth on the network. It helps small YouTube channels like myself to succeed on the program. And if you have the availability and you appreciate it, consider giving me a hype. Greatly appreciate that as well. It really helps give a boost to this particular video, all right? So with that, until I catch you in the next video, take care and be well.